Dan, I understand this all happened before the suspension came down, but you got a chance to talk on a conference call with Coach Tom Coughlin and a couple of the players. Obviously, they were asked about Odell Beckham Jr. and his behavior during the game. What did they say?
Coughlin was very unusual on this. He started his conference call, instead of breaking down yesterday's game like he always does, he started it with the Beckham situation. He said he addressed the team, and he said he made it clear to them that there's no place in the game, in his opinion, for the kind of individual battles like the one that went on between Beckham and Josh Norman yesterday. He also said of Beckham that this is a young man who brings things to this football team, the likes of which I've never seen before. He talked about his energy, his enthusiasm, his work ethic. He said, I cannot defend his actions because they were wrong, but I will defend the person and the player. And he continued to talk, as he did Sunday, about the ongoing process of educating young players. This is the situation with Beckham's temper is one that the Giants have been focused on since last year. And Coughlin's position is that he was doing better with it, but that yesterday was a clear step backwards, and they need to do whatever they can to make sure it doesn't happen again.
All right, that was what the head coach had to say. What about some of the players that you were able to have some discussions with over the phone?
You know, the players have been supportive of Beckham. The ones we talked to in the locker room after the game yesterday all supported him. Eli Manning came out today and said he was proud of Beckham for taking the high road in the post-game comments, whereas Josh Norman did not. Eli said he felt like Norman, quote, cried a little bit to the media, and he didn't think that was necessary. So they're taking their man's side. They're supporting their guy. Eli did say, you know, that's not the way I play the game, but, you know, Odell's an emotional player and all the kinds of things you do hear about that. Beckham was talking to his teammates during the game yesterday and apologized for some drop passes, apologized for some penalties, and everybody said he was pretty level-headed on the sideline, that he wasn't, you know, making a scene there, that he was focused on the next play and looking at the photos and figuring out what he needed to do. But obviously, between the lines yesterday, it was very much out of hand through the first three quarters. Everybody acknowledges that and the need to do better going forward.
All right, Dan Graziano, thanks with the very latest on what the Giants were saying about Odell Beckham Jr. and his actions on the field Sunday. This, of course, that conference call before the announcement of his suspension.